Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Rashawn here. I'm trying to put the microphone a little bit closer here and all that. But today, first of all, it's pretty chilly today. The wind chill, we got a wind chill warning, so we gotta wear something a little bit heavy today, obviously. But today we're gonna talk about vegan meat. So, I've seen a lot of memes over the past couple of weeks talking about Beyond Meat, Impossible Meats, the Impossible Whopper, and all this crap. And as somebody that eats meat and eats ground beef, I find this to be very weird. Now, before a few months ago, I was with the bandwagon that meat was bad, meat will cause a heart attack, meat will give you diabetes, even though that doesn't really make any sense. Because diabetes, sugar, meat has no sugar, but I was part of the bandwagon that was like, meat is bad, get rid of meats, have it in moderation, which is a bullshit word, by the way. If you use the word moderation, it is an excuse for you to eat bullshit. You know what I mean? So, I went to Whole Foods this week, and Americans that know Whole Foods, they know that the prices are higher in comparison, right? But I went to go get kimchi, and then right next to it was the vegan meats. So I was curious, I just wanted to see how much it cost, right? Because just like ground beef, they sell a pound of it, right? So I take a look at Beyond Beef. I take a look at the price tag. It's like $8.50 a pound. Now, I don't know if it was like $8.19 or $8.99, but I'm like, who would pay this much for fake meat, ladies and gentlemen? And again, now this is how they do it, right? They say meat is bad, causes heart attacks and all that. So they make an alternative. They charge more for it. They make it taste like beef, whatever the hell it is, to fill up your brain sensors, whatever the fuck it is, right? And I've had people tell me, bro, get the Beyond Beef. I swear, it tastes really good. And whenever somebody talks about the Impossible Whopper, I'm like, it's trash. And they're like, are you okay, bro? I'm sure. Don't knock it till you try it, bro. And all this. But as we said in the Organ Meats video, I don't derive any pleasure from food. In a relative sense, right? When I get that ground beef, put some salt all over that shit, that's my pleasure right there. And again, and yes, salt does not increase your blood pressure. That's bullshit. It's tough to find proof on that, but it's bullshit. We'll probably talk about that at a later time. But like I said, I don't stuff my face with all kinds of bullshit, as we talked about the last time. So I don't get any pleasure from eating food, as you can see, right? If I got pleasure from eating food, then I probably couldn't fit in this window that you see me right now. I barely take up half the window. I get no pleasure from eating. But let's take a look at how much this costs and what the beef is and what is in the beef. You know what I mean? So I went to Target. I don't go to Target, but I went to Target site right here. So take a look at the 1 pound Beyond Meat plant-based whatever it is, right? And you see all the ingredients here, right? When you've got all these ingredients, then obviously there's something wrong, right? You've got water, which is consistent, right? Most of beef or ground beef is water. It don't look like it, but it's water. Then you got pea protein. I don't know why there's a thing next to it, but it's got pea protein, which I guess is a little bit better than the whey protein, I guess. I don't know. And if you're a vegan, you're probably scratching the wall to try to get protein anyway. So it's not bad. Then you got expeller pressed canola oil. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I feel about oils. If they put olive oil in this shit, I'd be like, okay, maybe. But now understand, this is not, if you go to YouTube and search how they make canola oil or process it, when expeller pressed is at the beginning, it's a bit more, it's less processy. But ladies and gentlemen, canola oil comes from the rapeseed plant. Rapeseed. And I'm sure, I don't know what year this was, I'm sure they had to change the name so that it's more appealing, right? Imagine trying to sell rapeseed oil. Especially if you were previously sexually assaulted. I'm sure that you wouldn't want to buy rapeseed oil. And humans don't eat the rapeseed plant. But anyway, you know, this is already, once I see canola oil, expeller pressed, whatever it is, I'm done. I'm not looking at that shit. But, you know, all this other crap, like, I don't know what these, you can barely even say these words. And then it's got a bunch of synthetic vitamins that they just inject into that shit. You know what I mean? These don't occur naturally in the meat. This is made in a factory or some shit, like COVID. You know what I mean? And then they've got the Beyond logo with a bull. And there was no bull harmed to make this meat, right? $8.99, cocksuckers. They made meat in a factory and are selling it for a higher price than actual meat. Now, if this was a lower price than actual meat, I understand. But who in the right, if you're not a vegan, which we'll get to in a little bit, if you're not a vegan, why would you pay for this shit? Why would you buy this shit? I don't understand. So let's look at the, I guess, higher quality. I mean, they kind of go overboard with this a little bit too, but 100% grass-fed organic ground beef. No grain whatsoever, even though, you know, there's a bit of nuance to that. It's $7.29. It is cheaper than the Beyond Meat. Fake meat is more expensive, right? This is the level of real. And this is price. Right? And if you get more conventional ground beef, obviously, it's a bit lower quality, but it's less. But then you have Beyond Meat, which is low quality. And it costs more. I mean, who is buying this shit? Honestly, bro. And if you look at this, this is more, you know, it's not sexy whatsoever. And again, people want to get pleasure from their food, right? So they want to see the great packaging, right? Even the grass-fed beef has great packaging, but, you know, the problem is that people buy things that have great packaging and they just, you know, put trash in their mouth and all that. It looks good, but your body hates it, obviously. So this is not sexy at all, but, you know, $6 a pound, this is a bit more expensive than I see for ground beef, but, or conventional ground beef. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is better than Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat. Meat. Call it Beyond Meat. You know what I mean? And people are like, bro, get it. It tastes great. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if Beyond Meat tastes like lemon water pussy. C'est magnifique. I don't care. Okay? Because it is not worth these prices to get fake meat. Now, listen, if you're vegan, I understand. If you're vegan, I understand. Right? Because you don't want to kill animals, you're going to kill plants. Okay, right? You want to kill plants, not animals, right? I mean, they're both living things, but plants can't move, you know. You want to eat plants all day, the plant defense chemicals will fuck up your system. Right? You're basically slow suiciding by eating only plants, but okay, you know, that's fine. But if you're not a vegan, you're a moron. Come on. Honestly, bro. If you're not a vegan and you're eating this glop, then there's something wrong. You know, you can make regular ground beef taste good. Alright, and if you're buying this, you're probably seasoning it anyway. Okay, so I don't understand. Eat real meat. I mean, this is ridiculous, bro. You know, Impossible Whopper, Impossible McChicken. Like, I don't know why. It doesn't make any damn sense. It's more expensive and it's fake. Bro, put your brain on, bro. Alright, stop eating food for pleasure, right? Stop filling your face with all this bullshit. Alright? I need some real food, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about today. Alright. We'll see ya.